Magilu, what were you up to while we were lost in the Earth Pulse?
I was ringing the bell. The rift was open the whole time. Couldn't you hear me?
I don't remember hearing any bells.
She was fighting with Lord Melchior. She really gave it her all.
Bienfu, don't give him the wrong impression.
But you endured so much. It was so moving.
Yes, I did endure. It was so hard not to laugh.
Did the old man tell you a joke or something?
It was a staring contest, and oh, the faces that old man can make. I kept picturing him as a young man, but with that same wrinkled face, and it was so hard not to crack. I needed to keep myself in check. My desire to laugh was only broken by the ringing of the bell. Clang! Crash! What a thrill!
Wait, was that the only thing that broke Magilu?
Are you asking if he broke my heart? Like I'm fishing for sympathy?
That's not what I meant at all.
You stood watch over the Earth Pulse rift for us.
I didn't say that. Stop trying to give me a participation medal.
Just take it. After all, you don't care either way, right?
True that.
Oh, Magilu. I think I like Berseria's characters a lot more than the Rise. Totally fair. I don't know, because, like, okay, well, there's like, different things to compare here. I think there's gonna be a skit here, so I'm gonna continue what I'm gonna say in a minute.
A dragon.
It looks like it's been captured. Just like the Therians. But why would they hold a dragon captive?
An art connects this place to the Earth Pulse. That's probably why we were taken here.
Earth Pulse. So it's got something to do with Enominat?
That would be the obvious conclusion.
I don't get it. Explain. Small words.
Very well. You're part of all this, too.
Velvet.
I'm fine now. I promise.
All right.
Fades out as she explains everything.
I see. You found out Enominat's true identity. So, now that you know, can you still fight him?
It's only given me more reason to kill him. And the shepherd.
You're one ice-cold girl.
There's still one thing bothering me. Enominat needs to eat malevolence to awaken. Once he does, he'll use his power to suppress negative emotions. But when humans can't create any more malevolence, what will happen to Enominat?
He'll run out of things to eat. And maybe die?
Wouldn't he just go back to sleep?
But if he does, then his power will fade, and humanity will start creating malevolence again, right?
In order for Enominat to eternally suppress negative emotions...
He needs an infinite, powerful source of malevolence to feed off of. For example, that produced by an immortal dragon.
Which would make this place a sort of dragon farm, created so he could control humanity forever.
You can't be serious!
Just speculation, but it all makes sense.
They can't think of Malakim as anything but tools.
Just how much will they sacrifice for their ideal world of tranquility? We don't dare free it. It'd be too dangerous.
I know. Damn the Abbey and their twisted morality.
There's gonna be a battle, because I kind of want to, like, talk about characters. I don't want to get... There's a skit right there to proc. I'll proc that after I finish talking. But anyway, back to characters. I really just think, like, Tales of characters, you could have favorites, obviously. Alright, I'm gonna do a dangerous encounter. That'll be a great time to talk. But, I think I would choose Berseria's, maybe, if I had to make a choice. Because, like... Perfect example. Can you guys, like, aggro to me? Perfect example. I can't choose between Grace's and Berseria's characters. It's actually impossible for me. They both have a great chemistry together, while the Grace's characters get along more like a family of sorts. Because, like, Sophie's the child, and Asbel is kind of the father figure, and Sherry is the mom, and Hubert's like the uncle. Pascal's just the kooky aunt. But basically, in Grace's, they all have really good chemistry together, but it's nothing like in Berseria. In Berseria, the characters get along more like they're just working towards their own self-interest. Characters take a really long time to, like, be like, yeah, we're like... They don't even explicitly say we're friends ever, but it's obvious that they become that eventually. It takes a very long time for them to, like, start genuinely caring about each other and having fun together. Like, they're more doing it for their own self-interest.
Is it hot or is it
which is good. Berseria does that incredibly well. That's probably why I like Berseria's chemistry together. Also, the characters on their own are great in Berseria. Characters on their own, just them as characters, are great. So, I can't choose between Berseria and Graces because they're so different in tone. While Berseria is a lot darker, Graces is a lot more lighthearted, which they both do very well in their respective games. Now, Arise is kind of a, I don't really know what their group is more like, because Alphen and Xion are more like, in the very beginning of the game, they start off like just working towards their, kind of like Berseria, they work off like, because Xion just wants to kill the lords, and Alphen can wield the sword without being afflicted by pain, so they're really just working in self-interest for the beginning, but then eventually Xion starts opening up, which is really good. I do love that. So, I don't know, Arise is more along the same similar vein of Berseria. It's not exactly the same, but because other than Xion and Alphen, other than Xion with anyone, the other characters don't really act as selfish. They all have their arcs and stuff, but they don't really act selfish. They warm up to each other a lot faster, which, you know. Oh, hey, Direfo. Oh, it's you again. But yeah, I don't know, dude. Ranking characters in Tales games is hard. Because every game tries to focus on something different. Every game has a different theme. That's why it's really hard to rank my favorite cast in any Tales game. I probably have a definitive. It's Berseria or Graces. Or tied, as I just said. It's really hard, because like all Tales games focus on different aspects. And they all have different tones. So, you know. But yeah, not to damper on Arise. Like, at all. Arise did great with the characters. I remember really liking, Xion. Alphen was also a pretty solid protagonist. I think Kisara was my least favorite, but she worked really well with Dohalim. Her and Dohalim as a pair worked well together. Dohalim was my favorite of the group. Rimwell was also really good, and Law was good too. So I do remember really liking them, but I don't know. I feel like I would put Berseria and Grace's cast slightly above. To me. They were all still great characters. They all worked really well, and they had neat skits and neat dynamics together. I think I would still put Berseria and Graces above Arise, despite all that. But again, like, Tales of characters are always so strong, so it's really like, that's not to damper on Arise at all, because Arise still had really good characters. You can't top, like, for me at least, you can't top what Graces and Berseria have. Like, they are just the epitome of characters and character development and stuff. Like, they are my favorite cast of characters. Like, they are my two top Tales games, and what I look for in Tales games is characters, so if the characters aren't good, the Tales game isn't going to be that good. And those are my top two that are basically tied for first, so. I'm very subjective for Aizen. That's fair, that's fair. Aizen is great, though. Other than you being subjective to him, Aizen is amazing. I love Aizen. Dude, I think Aizen is like, I think Aizen's my second favorite character in this game. I think Velvet takes first. I think Aizen's my second favorite. I don't know the rest yet. Yeah, we talked about this. Choosing your favorite children. Exactly. All in all, anyone wondering my favorite cast of characters in Tales games, first place, Berseria and Graces. They are tied. I cannot choose between them. I refuse to choose between them because they are completely different moods and tones. So I refuse to choose between them. Second place, probably Zilia. I think Zilia would be my second favorite cast of characters. Zilia has a really strong cast. Third favorite game is Arise. But my second favorite cast of characters is probably Zilia. Zilia has a really good cast. Third place would probably be Arise in characters. Arise's characters would probably be third place. I think I like Zillia's characters a little bit more than Arise. Zillia is a good game. It's probably in my top 5, but like characters alone are amazing. I really like Alvin, Elise, Leia, and Jude and Mila. So, I think character Zillia takes my second favorite. Velvet's also your favorite. She would kick me up to shape. I love Ice Cold too. That's fair. I think Aizen and Velvet are like really close for first, but I think I choose Velvet in the end. Although Aizen is great and he has lots of great moments. Again, my least favorite in this game is going to be hard. I don't want to be harsh to any of the Berseria characters because they're all amazing. So putting any of them in last place is going to kind of hurt. Alright, one more dangerous encounter, then we're going to watch the skit. I am just kind of getting caught up talking about Tales of, so. I need you guys to stop spamming spells. I hate this. Heal me, please. I didn't get a single stun. I really hate when they put a room full of witches and you like literally, unless you have Magalu and you have a ton of souls, you can't do anything. I hate it. Damn Magalu or I die, I guess. I'm aware it's a dangerous encounter, but still. I want that spell. Why Flare Vortex, of all things? What's up, it's your boy? That hit me. Guess I'm back to Velvet. Man, we're 3 hours into stream already? It does not feel like I've been playing that long. We should be getting through most of Act 3 today. As I said, Act 3 is shorter than the second act. I would even say it's probably shorter than the first act, not because it's mostly just side quests that open up, which some act as like late game quests that could be doing post game. But I really just think I'm going to focus on the main story and then we'll just do everything else part of post game. That's how it's going to go, I think. We're so close. We're not like super close, but we're getting close. Just missed the guard. Easy banishing thunder. Good old slag assault, nice. I need you guys to stop using spells. Oh, good thing I took 0 damage from that. Oh, darn you, witch. I was trying to get my Chaos Bloom. I really hope that Tales of Arise's success leads more people to play the Tales games. Because I heard Arise got RPG of the Year, and also Arise was a good entry point. A lot of people that haven't played the series played Arise. I really hope it makes people interested in the rest of the games, because they're all great. Well, they're not all great, but like, for the most part, they're great. I really hope more people try out the series because of Arise, and hopefully that they liked it. Alright, get you out of here, let's get Aizen up. That's ineffective, I shouldn't do that.
perfect, but, you know, playing it cool.
Maybe don't invent new words.
I don't think we saw that one all playthrough. I remember that one. Alright, I'm gonna go to... We're gonna watch Captive's Dragon and move on, finally.
What was it that I believed in all that time? The image I'd built of the Abbey is crumbling from the bottom up.
Please cheer up, Madame Eleanor. You'll make me depressed, too. Is this about the dragon farm?
Yes. I strongly doubt even the Abbey has the power to manipulate dragons so freely. Then that dragon...
Wasn't a dragon before it came here?
That's the natural assumption. They probably brought the Moloch here as a captive, then turned him into a dragon.
Just like Melchior did, eh? Is there no line they won't cross?
I don't know what to say.
It's not your fault, Madame Eleanor.
But spawning dragons in addition to Therians. You think they'll figure out a way to make humans, too?
Yes. Wait, that's awful! I can't believe you went there!
Okay.
Velvet,
What is it?
I was once your sister's child, right? Then my father is...
Look, you were reborn, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, I really don't know anything about how being reborn works. But to me, what you see, what you hear, and what you feel, that's what's important. Whoever we used to be in another life, I'm me now, and you're you. That's all there is to it.
Velvet.
That's true. Eisen said that not all Malachim are humans who have been reborn, right?
Does that mean they could be reincarnations of birds or fish or beasts?
That's not true. So, if a boy was a dog in a past life, that wouldn't make him part of the dog's family now.
Yeah. I'm me, I guess.
But you're Velvet's cute little pup, aren't ya?
Moggy-Loo.
Be careful. I bite.
Oh, have mercy! I take it all back, just don't bite me!
Rebirth is like the Earth in Historia. You're simply built on a larger foundation. But that's not special. Everyone's lives are founded on the past.
So, I'm just me.
Yep. You're you, and no one else. You're Fee.
Man, how does Berseria just manage to be possibly the best Tales game, other than Grace's? Which I've already mentioned that they're basically tied for first, because they're so different. Wish I could play more Tales of, don't have a PS4. What systems and consoles do you have? I could tell you what Tales games you can play.
Hey, first mate. Who was that horned demon with the old man?
I don't know.
I thought I felt something different about him. If only for just a moment. Did you feel it too?
I said I don't know.
I see. You're impossible, you know that?
We've come across him before, but we never really fought him. My guess is Melchior is controlling him with some sort of illusion.
I see. Then it's probably good you didn't fight. A straight battle against him wouldn't be an easy thing.
How do you know that?
Intuition. I have a nose for these things. There's something fishy about him.
That scar on his face. It couldn't be.
What's the matter, Eisen? You've gone pale.
Forget it. It's nothing. We need to get out of here. Let's go.
We all know about that demon. Like, do we really have to hide it? All other consoles, you don't have a PS4, PS5, or Switch. How did you... Wait, did you play Tales of Arise then? Because you said the characters of Berseria were better than Arise. Did you play Arise, or did you watch, like, a playthrough or something? Because Arise is only on the Arise is only on Steam, PS4, and PS5. That begs the question. By the way, what Tales games you could play? Symphonia is on the GameCube. You could play Symphonia. It's on the GameCube. Abyss is on the 3DS and the PS2. Hearts R is on the Vita. I don't know if you have a Vita. I haven't played Hearts R. That's like the one I haven't played. One of the ones I haven't played. What else? There's a Vesperia on the Xbox 360, but the definitive version is on PS4. But you could play the original Vesperia, I guess, if you want to play something. Tales of. Graces and Zillia are on PS3. And Zestiria is also on PS3. So, those are the other ones not on PS4 that I can think of. There's also the super old ones. I wouldn't recommend the super old ones, unless you play some of the new ones and like them. You watched Arise.
We made
Fair.
I came here by ship. It's anchored by the southeast beach.
That makes a lot of sense, given that you don't have a PS4 or PS5. Hi, White Turtles. I am in desperate need of some life bottles. Maybe even some enhancing.